Hey everyone, it's Isaac here, back with episode 2 of Rating Your Nitro Type Profiles. I'll be doing an episode of this pretty much every Friday, and I'll talk about how to enter that in just a second, in case you do want to enter, which I recommend you do. Essentially what I do in this video is take a look at your responses on the Google form again, I'll talk about that in a second, and compare your Nitro Type profile against a rubric that I went over in the video announcing the series. The highest you can get on the normal part of the rubric is a 10 out of 10, but you can get up to 3 additional bonus points in the bonus section, which I'll talk about, and so you can technically get up to a 13 out of 10. And if you do want to enter, and I highly recommend you do, click on the video that I've linked in the description. Watch the entire thing, or at least all the instructions. A lot of people enter incorrectly, and it's not that hard to enter. It explains exactly how to enter word for word. It's super easy. If you have any questions, please contact me in the comments. I recommend entering because once you've entered, you automatically get put into a drawing for $1 million Nitro Type cash, which I'll just use a Google random number generator to figure out who's going to win. So I'm not going to be biased and just pick somebody that, I know or something. It's going to be random. And then 2, even if your profile isn't that good, I still recommend you enter, because I can give you some personalized tips and tricks on how to improve some stuff on your profile. This one's a little bit interesting because I'll be rating my own profile today as well as a few others. So I'll just see how well mine stacks up against a few others. But now that I have all out of the way, let's get on to the first profile. Alright, I'm here at the first profile, and let's get started with the 6th response, because I left off on the 5th last time. I did the 5th response, so now we're on to the 6th. Okay, what is your Nitro Type Racer link? I will copy that over. I'm not opening the screenshot on recording anymore. I checked before recording. This person did enter correctly, so good job for that. What do you think is the best thing about your Nitro Type profile? I colored my cars. What do you think is the worst thing about your Nitro Type profile? My organization. Alright, that's fair. Definitely organizing garages is probably the hardest part. They said they're not really sure. And tutorials. I can more than do tutorials. I can do all sorts of tutorials if you'd like me to. Alright, so let's go to the profile and let's rate his profile. So his words per minute average is 66, which is in the category of between 51 and 100, so he'll get a point for that. Race count is 14,000, so he gets 1 point for that because it's between 10,000 and 20,000. He's Infinity level 5, which would put him at 2 points for that because it's any Infinity level, you automatically get 2 points. He joined after 2020, so he'll get half a point. He has, let's see how many garage sections does he have. 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 4 sections in his garage, so he gets 1 point for that. And let's see here. How organized is it? I'd say it's pretty organized. I can see, some basic cars, and we got some Christmas cars, and then we scroll down. We got, a few summer cars. And then he seems to have just season cars in order down here. So you know what? We'll give that a 0.5. I think that's pretty decent. And then the bonus category, he does have a top team racer tag, so we'll give him a point for that. So overall, he gets a 7 out of 10, which is pretty good. Not much I could say to really improve. Maybe you could work on that organization in the garage a little bit, and I can't give you really any pointers on that because that's something that everyone has to do themselves. It's kind of, what do you personally like? If you personally like that, that's fine, but by my standards anyway, I wouldn't consider that to be super organized, but I still think it's pretty decent. I will send you a friend request. Let's go on to the next response. Alright, so we're here in the next response. What is your Nitro Type profile link? I will make sure to copy that. This is the person that didn't enter correctly. I think they just grabbed the wrong screenshot. I think that's the only thing they did. They accidentally grabbed one from Mobile Typer instead of my own. But in terms of entering, he correctly screenshotted it, just wrong channel. So I'm assuming he probably accidentally just grabbed the wrong screenshot. What do you think is the best thing about your Nitro Type profile? To be honest, I think my profile is pretty decent, so I don't have an answer for that. Alright, that's fair. What do you think is the worst thing? I would say the car arrangement I've made. Alright, yeah, again, organization is hard. They are not really sure. All my content is good. Why, thank you. Alright, so let's go to their profile and see how they do. Alright, so words per minute 61, which is between 51 and 100, so we'll give them a point for that. Their race count is 4,000, or a little bit over 4,000, so we'll give them, let's see, half a point for that. Yep, level 20, so they're almost done with the season. We'll give them a point for that. Their date joined is after 2020. We'll give them half a point for that. Garage sections 1. Okay, so they have the Infinity Garage. I would say this is probably how many sections is this? I would say this is probably 2 sections worth of cars. So we're going to give them half a point for that. Organization, I would say it's decently organized. It's not the greatest though, so we'll probably give him half a point for that. And I think that's pretty much it. So overall, that is a 4 out of 10. So good job. Not too much I could say to improve. Again, this car looks really nice with that trail. Words per minute's pretty decent. You know, that could always improve, but that's something that's just generally accepted. You're almost done with the season, so you do seem to be pretty active. Again, that race count will go up over time, and Garage could probably use a little bit of organization, but overall I don't think it's that bad. So yeah, good job, Fire Typer. Again, getting a 10 out of 10 is really hard, so don't take it personally if I give you like a 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10. It's totally 100% normal. Alright, let's go on to the next response. What is your Nitro type profile link? We will copy that over. This person did enter correctly. What do you think is the best thing about your Nitro type profile? The fact that I have more than 9,500 races. Alright, pretty nice. What do you think is the worst thing about your Nitro type profile? I don't always have the best accuracy in words per minute. Well, that's alright. Everyone has to start somewhere. That's always stuff you can improve on. Would you consider your Nitro type profile good? Yes. What videos would you like to see me make in the future? Maybe doing a long session of racing, like getting a couple hundred races session. I actually plan on doing that sometime later this year, probably either Thanksgiving or Christmas break. I have yet to do a 400 session, or 300 session, or 200 session. My highest is like somewhere in the hundreds. I forget what it is, but it's not that good. So I'm going to try to get all the way up to Keyboard Cat, so don't worry about that. But let's rate your profile. Let's put that link in here. So far, everyone today has done really good on getting the links correct. So, words per minute average, 82. That is between 51 and 100, so we'll give them a point. Race count is 9,000, so that's between 5,000 and 10,000. We'll give them 0.75. And then level is, let's see, level 10. So they are between the level 1 and 15, so we'll give them half a point for that. Then their date joined is after 2020, so we will give them half a point for that. Garage sections, 1, 2, 3. They've got 3 sections, so we'll give them a point for garage sections. And let's check out their organization. Let's see here. I would say this is pretty organized. I like the color scheme. They've got their Christmas cars here. They've got some season cars. They've got more season cars. They seem to have it pretty well organized for the amount of cars they have, considering they don't really have too much room in their garage to move around things. Which is why I always think whenever you get a new section, you should actually get like 2. I think that'd be cool. Like past a specific amount of cars, you can get 2. But that's an idea for another video. But yeah, overall, I'd say organization is pretty well, so we're going to give them 1 point for that. Overall, they get a 4.75 out of 10. That's pretty solid. For improvement, not too much. Your words per minute's pretty good. Your race count will go up with time. Garage is pretty organized. You could organize it more, but if you're not using the infinity garage thing, which I don't think works anymore, there's not much you can do about getting more sections. Overall, pretty good profile. Let's get on to the next response. Alrighty. So, let's copy this. I'm going to go to 10 out of 33, and then let me just get this in here real quick. Alright, so they did enter correctly. Best thing about your Nitro profile cars. Lack of races is your worst thing. Alright, that's not bad. I mean, that comes with time, right? Everyone has to start somewhere. Would you consider your Nitro type profile good? Yes. What videos like me see make in the future? More of these. I'll be doing a bunch of these, so don't worry. Alright, so this is Type Forge. I recognize him. I don't know why his car didn't load. There we go. Yeah, Nitro type was giving me some issues today. I don't know what was going on there. Like the races would sometimes not want to load. I don't think it was my internet though, because everything else worked fine. So maybe their servers are being weird. Anyways, let's see. So Type Forge, you have an average of 70, which is going to be between 51 and 100, so we'll give you 1 point there. Their race count is 13,000, so you get 1 point for that. Their level is level 5, so that's going to give them half a point. Their date joined is before 2020, so we'll give them a 1. Their garage sections is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sections. That's pretty good, so we give them 1.5 points for that. Their organization, let's check this out. Gold cars, Christmas cars, back to school cars, more Christmas cars, some Halloween / fall stuff, summer stuff. They organize this pretty well. I like the color gradients in some of these cars too. I think it looks pretty good. We'll give them a 1 there. And then they don't have any of the bonus stuff. They don't have above 75,000 races, and they don't have a top team tag. So overall, Type Forge, you get a 6 out of 10, which is that the highest today? No, it's not, but it's close. This is a good profile. I like it a lot. All right, let's go on to And again, not too many suggestions here. Let's go on to the next one. Last normal one before I rank mine. And I'm legitimately curious to see how I stack up against everybody else. Alright, so yep, they are subscribed. I did check that beforehand. Team, because that's a school team. You should shout out, that'd be great. Alright, school teams are cool, so yeah, good job. My team actually started out as a school team. I just never deleted it, so I'm still on the same team. I've only ever been on one team. What do you think is the worst thing about your profile? Level? Alright, that's not too bad. They said they would consider their profile good. Like to see more collabs, mainly. Now you're just talking about Nitro type. Before, a lot of giveaways had to do with like chicken type or hangout. That would be really... Okay, so basically like community / giveaways with people and collabs and stuff. Again, this card doesn't want to load. That's weird, but Nitro type was giving me some issues today. There we go. Alright. So words per minute, so close to the 101. You almost moved up categories, but we have to give you a point for that. I cannot make exceptions. So yeah, I mean, still very good words per minute average, but let's see, their race count 0.5 because they had 4,000 races. Alright, level 11, so they're gonna get half a point. Their date joined was after 2020, so they get half a point. Their garage sections, they have 3 sections, which is gonna give them 1 point. Their organization, I like the color scheme. You got all your beginner cars, and you've got some trucks, and you've got a few summer cars. I'd say the organization is pretty good. I like the color scheme. I like how you organize things. We'll give you a 1 there. And overall, that will give you a 4.5 out of 10. That's pretty good. Also, I need to send you a friend request. I can't believe I didn't do that already. So yeah, that is it for the normal profiles. Now it's time to rank my profile. So we go to my public profile. Alrighty, so let's get started with words per minute. 153, that's going to put me with 2.5 points, because that is the 151 to whatever comes after that. Basically, if you average higher than 150, so like 151 up to basically infinity, that's 2.5 points. Alright, so 2.5 points there. Race count, 74,455. That is going to put me at the 2 points for that, because above 40,000. And I can show you guys this rubric in just a second. But yeah, I'm so close to the bonus points for 75,000, but I figured I should be fair and do my profile now, rather than wait to get it more points. Let's see here. Level, Infinity level 1. I just finished the season today, so that's going to give me 2 points. Date joined before 2020, so 1 point there. Garage sections, I don't actually know this, I haven't looked in a while, and I do need to move these season cars. So this is supposed to be Christmas cars, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. I did not know I had 9. I thought I had 8. So that's gonna be 1.5 points. Organization, I spent a lot of time organizing this. I personally like it. Gold cars, expensive cars, more gold cars, Christmas cars, King of the Race cars. All my Lamborghinis are in one row, which I think is cool. Trucks, Vaporwave cars, flat-headed trucks, or not trucks, cars, sports cars, New Year's cars, all the skins of this car, my motorcycles, some more random cars, bunch of random cars, racing cars, more random cars, Easter cars, more random cars. There's so many cars on Nitro Type that don't fit a category. Then we have all my summer cars, Halloween cars, back-to-school cars, and more random cars. I would say overall my organization is definitely decent. I'd give it a 1. Race count higher than 75k, I did not qualify for. I should get that this weekend, though. That'll be nice. Top racer, I do have a top 300. That's going to give me an extra bonus point. So overall, I have a 10.5 out of 10. Which I think is pretty good. It's definitely the highest, I think, so far, but I do imagine eventually somebody will beat that. Overall, pretty good. I'll actually show you guys this rubric. I have all the points typed out. But yeah, this is what the rubric looks like if you were curious at all. So yeah, this is what rubric looks like. So I had this on my other monitor, and I grade like that. So I figured I should show that all to you guys. I already showed it to you in the one video. But that is it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. I'll be doing an episode of this every Friday. Again, make sure to enter. I'll link that video in the description. Not too much else to say, so have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one.